Hi guys, so my name is Milan Lowry and my case study was on Svetka vodka. So to get right into it, the first question on the contemporary article reading questions was to give a brief overview of the company. So Guillaume Cuvelier was the founder of Svetka vodka. He started off as the director of Spirits Marquet, which was a liquor importer. Then he founded Svetka Vodka. The idea came to him as he was sitting down in the upscale restaurant in Manhattan. He was enjoying like a glass of vodka, and he thought to himself, what would it be like if people were to enjoy a vodka of his, like how he was enjoying this vodka at this bar? So that's kind of how the idea came along about Svedka. So he went on to start this brand. Number two says, what was the situation that they were trying to address with integrated marketing communications? So I think that the situation that was addressed with integrated marketing communications in the Svedka study case was that there were many competitors out there in the vodka industry. There was Belvedere, there was Absolute, which I read about in the case study. Um, Cuvelier needed to stay on top of his game if he wanted to compete with these brands because these were not new brands that were just starting up like he was. So he needed to produce the best vodka. So he kept his vodka at a mid price, not too expensive, not too inexpensive, because he thought that the pricing would grab the consumer's attention. Question three says, what were the goals of the company and campaign? The goals of the Svedka company was to produce an inexpensive but tasteful, smooth vodka. Cuvelier didn't want his vodka to taste like the cheap vodka that burns when it goes down. It kind of leaves like a nasty taste in your mouth. I was reading it. But he wanted a smooth, mid-priced vodka. And his target market was people with money and people that didn't really want to spend so much on a vodka but still wanted that good, smooth taste. So he thought that he could target both people and give them exactly what they were looking for, because some were looking for value and would spend money for the value, and some people were still looking for value and didn't want to spend the money for that value. So he thought that if he kept it at a mid price, he would be able to capture the attention of both consumers. He was also looking at the majority of the market of alcohol consumers. So he saw that almost half of the alcohol consumers market was 21 to 35. So he wanted to target them as well. And he knew that if he could grab the attention of those consumers, the younger consumers, he would have some type of pull on the alcohol industry with this Svedka vodka. Number four says, how did integrated marketing communications help this company? And to give at least two specific examples. So I think that integrated marketing did help Svedka, the company as a whole, because Cuvelier, he used trade shows to his advantage. So he took his product to trade shows, he built relationships. He showed people what the product was, he let them try it out. So to see that if they would be pleased with the product, to get some type of feedback. And I think that that's always good to get some type of feedback about the product that you're putting out. So he did that. He also entered the vodka in many liquor, like alcohol contests, vodka contests. and he would go and compete against these bigger brands to see like how people liked it or what the ratings would be. And like I said, it always is good to have that feedback so you can know what to change or how to meet your consumers' needs. Svedka received a lot of recognition in ads for its high ratings due to these alcohol contests. And to Cuvelier, it was very exciting and amazing because he wasn't expecting for his startup alcohol to be as good as Belvedere and Absolute and things, other vodkas like that. So he received a lot of recognition from people, wholesalers, retailers. They were interested in the Svedka brands from these contests and the ratings that he was receiving because he was ranking with the other brands that were out there for a while. Svedka came out on top with many of the world's other favorite vodka brands. The participation in these trade shows is an example of direct selling that we were learning about in the beginning of the course. So number 5 says, what are some elements of the campaign marketing, advertising that you would change or enhance, and why? So I did say that one of the things that I would change about the marketing or the advertising or the campaign in general is, well, I noticed in the case study that Cuvelier, he used the same startup bottle for his vodka. He used the same kind of startup bottle that other people always use when they're starting up. And I think that that's fine when you're first starting up. However, like once you start making more money, I think that you should change that so people can know, okay, this is the Svedka brand. Like I think that he should have shaped the bottle in a different way, maybe gave it like a little S curve or something like that to make it stand out to people so that they can know, okay, this is Svedka and this is everything else, because everything else just looks just like, whatever else is on the shelf, but Svedka is in this type of bottle. It's drawing consumer attention. So I think that would be good for them to put it in a different shape bottle. I will also try to do special promotions. So in, let's say, sporting events. So let's say you are going to this sporting event and your home team wins the game. I think that because people always go to bars and buy liquor to celebrate, World Series wins or Super Bowl wins. So I think that they should do like special sales promotions. So they should do like half off Svedka products if your home team wins or something like that. I think that would be a good idea for sales. But I think that overall, when you're dealing with like vodka, alcohol, liquor, anything like that, you can't really do a whole lot. There are some things that you can do, but when it comes to like alcohol, you can't really do a whole lot because as I was reading the case study, there was a lot of problems with some of the laws and everything like that, because you don't want alcohol, something that serious, getting into the wrong hands. But overall, I think Cuvelier, he did a great job in the beginning with his starting up advertising and everything like that. So number 6 says, what are some other ways that this company could use marketing communications to reach their goal and or address the problem that the company is having? So I think that sales promotion is always a good idea. You'll sell more product, and you'll also have people who never tried the product try it because it's a little more inexpensive because you're doing a sales promotion on it. And then if they like it, they will be back to get it even if it's regular price because it's just that good of quality. So I think that sales promotion is always a good idea. Um, the good thing about Sveka is it's not expensive. So people will come back to buy it just because it's inexpensive, because it has that good quality taste and they're not spending a whole lot of money for it as they would do if it was another brand. I also think that they should do like billboard ads. There's nothing wrong with billboard ads. Online advertising, I really do think that they should take advantage of that because people are always online. Like everything is done online today. So I think that that would be a good place for them to do a lot of their advertising. People are always on their phones. They're always purchasing stuff online. So I do think that Svedka should promote online. So that is pretty much what I have for my case study. If you guys have any questions, you can post them in the discussion forum and I will try to answer them as best as I can. Thanks for listening.